Good evening, Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. This is Ashok Bakshe from Dana Family Delhi chapter. We would, on behalf of Dana Family Delhi chapter, I would like to invite all of you today for a wonderful presentation by Professor Bhikshandar Koel Ramaratnam Natrajan on University for Women, which is a very unique thing. And before I hand over the microphone to him, I would like to give some introduction about him. His education background is he's from Bits Pilani, Rajasthan, and went to St. Joseph High Schools in Trichapalli. Of course, earlier it was known as Trichy also, the nickname, Trichapalli. And now he's a professor at Banasthali Vidyapeeth, advisor and founder, president, vice chancellor at Sangam University, Bhilwara. Former professor, vice chancellor and director, School of Engineering and Technology at Sridhar University, Pilani. Former professor and dean, work integrated learning programs, division at BITS Pilani. Worked at Birla Institute of Technology and Sciences. So thank you, Professor Dr. Ratnam, for taking out time to come out and to give your presentation on this. I would like to invite you to take it further from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Bakshi. And it's my pleasure to have an opportunity from the Zeno family to be invited to give a talk on where I am, who I am, and what I am.
Wonderful.
Okay. You already gave a brief background, but to complete it, I must say that my Janma Bhumi is Tamil Nadu, my Karma Bhumi is Rajasthan. And I was born, my native place is Trichy, Tamil Nadu, which is a part of the Chola Empire. And but I was born at Madurai because my mother belongs to Madurai. So I'm a Pandya also in that way. But my schooling was at Trichy St. Joseph's. And 1974, I had a dream to do engineering. I didn't get admissions anywhere in Tamil Nadu, reservation policy, this, that, and all those politics. And somebody told me, in Rajasthan, there is some Birla Engineering College, which is very good. And they do admission only by merit, no nonsense. So I told my father, I'll put my bet on BIT Pilani, and applied and went there in 1974 and did my honors in chemical engineering and double honors in chemistry and chemical engineering. Then I joined there as a teaching assistant and pursued my master's and PhD. Then simultaneously I grew to be a lecturer, assistant professor, associate professor and dean. And I spent my about 30 years at Pilani, BIT Pilani, and I was looking after the industry-university collaborations of BIT Pilani, where students from Pilani go to the industry to do projects, and people from the industry enrolled for pursuing a degree with BIT as work integrated learning. That is a degree which is designed to match the workplace so that the work becomes the practical and the theory becomes part of the working culture. So it was a very unique program, and I had a great time at it, tying up with so many industries all over India. And we had about 20,000 people sponsored by the industry when I left BITS in 2010, which was more than all the numbers BITS had at their Pilani, Dubai, Goa, and Hyderabad campus all put together. Right. So it was a proud time, but I wanted to change over the direction. So I moved into educational administration. I was Pro-Vice Chancellor and Director of School of Engineering and Technology at Sridhar University, which was very near Pilani, which had just come up. They wanted somebody to shape the university to start functioning. But I didn't stay long there. It was only 2 years. Then I moved to Sangam University, Bhilwara, which had also was a new university. And I was fortunate to be there for 5 years as a vice chancellor and founding president, and steered the university to its shaping up. Then I thought I'll call it a day, and was relaxing in 2017 when I became a senior citizen. And in April 2017, a colleague, a friend of mine, who is also a BIT Pilani alumnus, invited me to visit Banasthali. I had known Banasthali as a good university in Rajasthan for women, where girls wear the Gandhi tradition, like wearing khadi, etc. And the vice chancellor of Banasthali was also an alumnus of BIT Pilani, who was a student when I was teaching there. So I made a visit in the last week of April to Banasthali in 2017, went through the campus, felt a bit of attachment, and thought like something I had missed for many years, something was coming up. And when the vice chancellor told me that we have 400 chemical engineering girls, 400 chemical engineering girls, I said that, just wait a minute, all the country in India, all colleges put together will not have 400 chemical engineers as women. So I said that it appears to be a big challenge for me, and let me take it up and shape it and build a department. So that's how I came here in 2017. And then the pandemic came, I decided to stay on. And now I am in the 7th year at Banasthali Vidyapeeth, Rajasthan. In fact, my father-in-law still has a doubt that how did a women's university give a job to you? Probably after this Zoom meet, he will be definitely convinced that I am working as a professor in a women's university where I've been invited to give a talk also. Okay, for all those who don't know about Banasthali, let me tell you that it is about 78 kilometers from Jaipur, heart of Jaipur, and it is on NH12, the Jaipur-Kota 4-lane highway. The latitude, longitude of Banasthali happens to be 26.4035 degree north and 75.8745 degree east. And to begin my sojourn at Banasthali, let me tell you that every educational institution in India today has a name and fame. They always advertise, we are the number one, this, that, and all those things. Every university college has a name and fame, but only few universities have a rich heritage and legacy. And I am proud that Banasthali is on top of those lists of institutions which have a rich heritage and legacy. How did this happen? Now, Banasthali was established in 1935, right? And the evolution of Banasthali itself is nothing short of a fairy tale. You know, in fairy tale, we read all those, very wonderful things which happened. But such a thing happened at Banasthali also, is nothing short of a fairy tale, in which the parents of a freedom fighter and Gandhian, Pandit Hiralal Shastriji, and his wife, Padma Bhushan and Jamna Lal Bajaj award winner, Srimati Ratan Shastri, took up as a mission with passion for setting up an institution at this remote village in Rajasthan. Banasthali falls in Tong district, and those who know history would know that Tong was always ruled by the Afghans who had come, and it was never under the Rajputs. In fact, Tonk itself, even today, people call it as, Chota Lucknow. Okay. So there's a very huge, Jama Masjid, and has a wonderful library. It has one of the world's largest, Quran made by hand, and it is kept in the Indo-Persian library there. It's a wonderful place full of history and that is it. And how did it happen? How did this institution setting up happen? The Pandit Hiralal Shastriji and Ratan Shastriji had a daughter by name Shanta who used to take the village girls, children from Banasthali village, put them under a tree and teach them small things. And she made mud bricks on her own to make a small hut which will become a school. And below a treetop, a mud brick, a makeshift building, and a small well. In Rajasthan, life revolves around where a well is there. So that's how education started, with a handful of village girls. But the daughter Shanta didn't live long. She had some mysterious health issue and passed away at a very young age. Both the parents, Pandit Hiralal Shastriji and Ratan Shastriji, were shattered, but they made up their mind. Our daughter had a dream to educate these girls in this village, and we will continue this mission. And decided to stay put in Banasthali and build this Banasthali Vidyapeeth. That's how it got established in 1935. So remember that, those days, education itself was a premium. Only few privileged people had education, and girls had no opportunity. Going house to house and telling that send your daughter for education is a big task, because they say, no, ladki pad ke kya karenge? So convince them that no, and brought the girls, and they used to meet other well-to-do people and collect funds for running this. No fees is charged, and they are given food, everything. I mean, it was a luxury, you can say, but slowly that concept of women education started, and the seed sown that time with the mud brick made by her Shanta by hand for educating girls started growing up, and more buildings came. It became an elementary school, a high school, intermediate college. Then degrees were introduced. It was part of Rajasthan University, and then it became a deemed university in 1983. Almost all, and Pandit Hiralal Shastri ji was also a freedom fighter. He and his wife took a very active role in the freedom struggle, and almost all the national leaders have visited Banasthali. Gandhiji was scheduled to visit, but unfortunately, before it happened, he passed away, or rather, his fate came at Delhi. But Pandit Nehru had visited, etc. And in fact, I must give a quote of Pandit Nehru about Banasthali. Had I been a girl, I would have come and studied at Banasthali for my education. That's a great statement. And in 1946, Mahatma Gandhi gave a quote, Banasthali is enshrined in my heart. Right? So these are very great things. And for all students, Banasthali till date follows the freedom culture, wearing khadi, and even today, all students and faculty wear khadi. Right? We have a slogan, khadi for nation. Khadi is not only a fabric, it is a lifestyle, which is an integral part of the life at Banasthali. The humble school, Banasthali Vidyapeeth, which started on 6th October 1935. That year, 6th October 1935, happened to be the Navaratri Sthavana Day, I think, with 5 students. Right, today has close to 18,000 students and over 800 to 1,000 acre campus. And students come from various parts of India and abroad. And it is, you can say in a way, one of the largest fully residential women's university in the whole world, offering a variety of programs from nursery to doctoral level. In fact, Banasthali school onward to the degree up to PhD and postdoctoral level, everything happens in our campus. The schooling is also under Banasthali Vidyapeeth. It is not under central board or state board. It is under Banasthali board, which came into existence well before all these, councils of education and all had even thought of forming, right? And it empowers today women by education, and the largest task of nation building is a focus of Banasthali. And on the advice of UGC, the Government of India, by notification F9681U3, dated 25th October 1983, declared Banasthali as an institution deemed to be university, which can award its own degree, right? And that's how we got established in 1935. Then we were part of Rajasthan University till 1983, and 1983 we became a university of our own, a deemed university. India Today magazine in 2008, the Independence Day special for India's finest institution, which make the nation work, included Banasthali along with the IITs and IIM. Imagine that when India Today declared the finest institutions in India which make the nation work, along with the IITs and IIM, they included Banasthali also. The NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, has accredited Banasthali with a high CGPA and the highest rating, A++, right? And other ranking in the NIRF, MHRD, Government of India, all these, then the international ranking, QS ranking, Times Higher Education, in all of them, we have found our place. In fact, the London Times Higher Education had put Banasthali as the second best women's university, not in India, in the world. Second best women's university in the world. That's a great achievement for Banasthali. The institution Banasthali today has state-of-the-art infrastructure, blending tradition with modern, library with a collection of over 3.5 lakh books, and a whole array of extracurricular activities, which include a flying club and horse riding. Forget, girls, driving a cycle or a motorcycle. The girls at Banasthali fly a plane, right? I'll come more of it soon. We have tied up with many institutions in India and abroad. And we have an excellent placement record. In fact, when companies interview Banasthali girls, they immediately get a plus point. You are from Banasthali. That very name carries a weightage. And we have we're near about 700 qualified faculty from top institutions. Banasthali has been a big name, and something very important about Banasthali, I must tell you, is that we have a unique system of education for women, and a particular aspect is very unique to Banasthali is Panchamukhi Siksha. Panchamukhi Siksha. This is 5-fold education. What is this? That is, Banasthali attempts the balance of 5 aspects of education, namely physical, practical, aesthetic, moral, and intellectual, and aims at an all-round and harmonious development of every girl who is enrolled here. The mission and vision of Banasthali include a synthesis of spiritual values and the East, and scientific achievements of the East and the West, right? So a right blend of Indian culture with the Western culture to be retain the Indian value system as well as adjust to the modern Western system. The undergraduate, postgraduate, doctoral programs offered at Banasthali include humanities and social sciences, education, science and technology, fine arts, design, management, mathematics and applied computer technology, home science, earth sciences, legal studies, nursing, architecture. Probably I can tell you that except say medicine and BDS, MBBS and BDS, we have all the degrees one could think of here, right? All the other degrees, right? So this is about what's happening at Banasthali, and I must tell a few more things about our founder, Hiralal Shastriji, who had a vision of building this nation by women's empowerment through education. Hiralal Shastriji was born on November 24, 19, let me get the year, 1899 at Jobner. Jobner is close to Jaipur, on the northern side, and he was born in a peasant family. He had his early education in Jobner, and Panditji secured the degree of Sahitya Shastri in 1920, and he took a BA degree in 1921 from Maharaja College, Jaipur, securing the first rank. From early childhood, Pandit Hiralal Shastriji had a burning desire to go to some village and devote his life to the services of the downtrodden, and that's how the Banasthali came into picture. Though he joined Jaipur State Service in 1921 when the British were here and had a meteoric rise to become a secretary in the Home and Foreign Department, the very prestigious thing, right? And he resigned from this post at Jaipur, and in 1927 he resigned, and while in administrative service, he displayed qualities of hard work, efficiency, and fearlessness. In 1929, the fulfillment of his childhood resolve, Hiralal Shastriji selected a remote and backward village, Banasthali, about 80 kilometers from Jaipur, and founded a small hut, that is a Jivan Kutir there. Here he trained a band of dedicated social workers and endeavored to implement a program of rural reconstruction. These workers later became the heralds of political awakening in many of the Rajputana states. He himself was drawn to political arena when he was drafted to reorganize the Jaipur Rajya Praja Mandal in 1937, of which he was twice elected General Secretary and twice President. In 1939, he led the Praja Mandal Satyagraha for achievement of civil liberties and suffered 6 months imprisonment. In 1947, of course, he was also a member of the Constituent Assembly in drafting the Constitution, and is a signatory to the Constitution of India. And out of the 3 copies of the original Constitution, one is still in the Parliament in a glass chamber with protection. The other copy, Ambedkarji took to his college in Bombay, that is the Government Law College, Churchgate, Bombay. The third copy, Pandit Hiralal Shastriji brought and kept in Banasthali. Our library has the original copy of the Constitution of India. Right? The great thing, it's like the Kohinoor for us, right? And in 1947, when the India independence came, Rajasthan, there was no Rajasthan. It was all Mewar, Marwar, and Chutmut, states of all kinds, and unifying all these scattered parts of Rajasthan into one integral, the job was given. Because Sardar Patelji did for the entire India, but for Rajasthan, the task fell on the shoulders of Pandit Hiralal Shastriji, and he did a wonderful thing of bringing these Marwaris and Mewaris and other parts of Rajasthan, Hadoti, and put them into one federation of states, and he became the prime minister of that. Remember, that time there was no chief minister and all these jargon had come. And then when the state of Rajasthan was established, then he became the first chief minister of Rajasthan. Right. So this is a great role he had played, not only for the cause of education in India, and that is specifically at Banasthali for women's education, but also for as a great statesman and visionary in building and shaping the very state of Rajasthan. Pandit Hiralal Shastriji passed away December 28, 1974, and forthright and fearless in his views, and Indian to the core of his heart, a selfless social worker, Hiralal Shastriji was far-sighted and a popular leader. Banasthali Vidyapith, founded by him, has today become a premier national institution for women's education. To him goes largely the credit of laying the foundation of a strong, unified, and progressive Rajasthan. In fact, the Post and Telegraph Department of India brought a commemorative postage stamp in honor of Pandit Hiralal Shastriji also. Now, That is about the origin of Banasthali. Then it became a university after Hiralal Shastriji. His son, Divakar Shastriji, in fact, Hiralal Shastriji is known popularly in Banasthali and in Rajasthan as Appaji, right? And his son, Divakar Shastriji, took over the reins of the institution, and he is known as Dadaji. And from the foundation, he built the institution to become stronger and stronger. And after him, Professor Aditya Sastry took over as the Vice Chancellor in 2003, and he was an alumnus of BIT Pilani, where he did his MSc Honors Mathematics and Computer Science, dual degree, and then he went to United States for doing a master's in Computer Science and a PhD from MIT Boston, right? And then he had a stint in some of the IT companies, and then came back and took over in shaping Banasthali into what it is today. Modern architect of Banasthali, he expanded the activities, infrastructure, etc. in a big way. And Banasthali has a very close rapport with many of the corporate. Our law school has been CSR activity of the Jamnalal Bajaj Group. Our automation department is also by the Bajaj Group, and our B school is put up by the Mahindras. You may say Bajaj and Mahindras are competitors in the automobile industry. At Banasthali, they are cooperators, right? Their buildings are adjacent to each other. And the computer science was put up by the ICICI Bank, and the biotechnology by Kanoria Chemical. And upcoming, we have the School of Architecture, School of Education, and Chemical Engineering, New Block, all are being funded by the Dalmia Group of Industries. You can say that today Banasthali is a mini India, right? With 18,000 girls coming from different parts of the country. What you hear in our national anthem, Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Vanga, these lines are very vibrant in Banasthali. We have students from all these states, right? Speaking multiple languages, celebrating multiple festivals, and bringing a unique culture and symbiosis in this campus. And you'll also be happy to know that we celebrate all the festivals, national and international events in a very big way. 9th August, we celebrate Shahid Divas to mark the Quit India movement, etc. And our Independence Day and Republic Day celebration are nothing short of what happens at Delhi. A whole lot of parade, junkies, and horse riders, children from very small class kids to the university children, NCC and Seva Dal, and students carrying flags of different states, different countries. If any of you have missed this, then it's time you must take another bus to come and see it at Banasthali, right? And celebrations like Janmashtami. Just 2 days back we had Janmashtami. I mean, wonderful. Like the children had put up the entire life story of Lord Krishna from his birth till last in a wonderful set of displays where they actually played the role live, right? I mean, imagine doing it, great thing. And we also celebrate the other things like Haryali Teej, Ganesh Chaturthi, Navratra, Dandiya, and Diwali, Holi, and Eid, Christmas, Guru Nanak Jayanti. All these are celebrated in it the right way to bring the student to understand that Banasthali is a blend of all these religions and cultures, and the girls are respected, are taught to believe that in being Indian and participate in all the activities over here. Horse riding is one of the big activities at Banasthali. We have a fleet of close to about 100 horses, I think. And the girls, the horse riding is not just for a film shooting or something. It brings the confidence and leadership and the equestrian activities with our girls too. They won prizes in many competitions in various parts of the country. And we have a very active, vibrant flying club, right? A handful of planes which are students become members of this flying club and learn to fly a plane. Imagine, evening you can see zoom, takeoffs and landing down, and it's a wonderful sight to watch. And I mean, you can go on, and also presently, Banasthali is one of the very first set of institutions which got this Upwell Incubation Center status to nurture entrepreneurs, specifically women entrepreneurs, and we are doing great on that. Many of our girls are shaping out to be wonderful entrepreneurs, and this has been a very new activity in our campus. The National Service Scheme, NSS, plays a very big role in many of the social activities out here. Many of you may think that education is very costly. Education costs, but not costly. You will realize that only when you come to Banasthali. Imagine the yearly fees of Banasthali is less than the semester fees of many so-called, big institutions in Rajasthan and in India. 1 year fees is less than one semester fees of many of the institutions in Rajasthan and the country as a whole. We have put all our degrees into a category of 4 bunches: A+, A1, A2, A3. The A+ bunch includes MBA, BTech in various branches: computer science, electronics, artificial intelligence, VLSI, chemical engineering, automation, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, information technology, etc. And also we have pharmacy, B.Pharm, and then design, BDES, etc. This is one set of fees, and the annual fees for this A+ program is just 1,54,000, and the hostel and boarding and lodging charges is about 60,000 per year. That is close to 2 lakhs per year is your annual expenditure for this professional degree program. Then in the next category, all degrees are professional, but this engineering, B.Pharm are a category their own. Then you have the BBA and BCA and BA, BSc, LLB, LLM, MCA, MTech, and MScs, and such of those degrees, they are in the A1 category, which has a fees of 1,24,000 per year. The 60,000 for hostel and boarding and lodging, right? Imagine you pay for your, the yearly fees for your hostel and mess is only 60,000, right? And the A2 category has BSc, MSc, and BCom, and what else? MCom, BA in journalism, mass communication, and Master of Social Work, and BSc, right? Aviation. For these programs, the fees is 89,000 per year. And then in the A3 category, we have the BA, MA program, and BSc Home Science, MSc Home Science, right? They cost 53,000 yearly fees, right? Yearly fees. Then, of course, there is a caution deposit, etc. And we have a one-time admission fees of 10,000, 8,000, 5,000, and 2,000 for the 4 category of degrees: A+, A1, A2, and A3. Right. This is about the fee structure. But believe it, the girls here are motivated and inspired to be dreamers, performers, and achievers. They have not come here to get a degree and put it in the pocket. They have come with a dream in their eyes, and the system makes those dreams come true, right? And I'm proud to be a part of this institution for the last 6 years. And it looks like maybe I should have known about Banasthali a few years back and spent a few more years here. Now, with the time passing, I don't know how long I'll be able to pull on. And Banasthali also has facilities for students to go abroad and a student exchange program with many universities. In fact, right yesterday, we had a university from Germany inviting our students to come and spend a semester exchange program at Germany. And not only that, our students go to different industries and laboratories, DRDO and CSIR labs all over the country to do their internship. One unique part of Banasthali education is, like doctors do internship for one full semester, like all engineering in Banasthali, all the girls do one semester internship which they have to spend in the industry. And that is there for many more degrees also. And so the system is designed in such a way that the women empowerment through education happen, and our girls turn out to be dreamers, performers, and achievers. And I should spend a few minutes to tell some of the great alumni of Banasthali. Let me just have a look. Srimati Kamala Beniwal, well-known name. She has been governor of several states, and the first woman Lok Sabha speaker, Meera Kumari, and Sumitra Singh, who has been speaker in Rajasthan Vidhan Sabha. All are Banasthali alumni in the public service arena. And then comes in sports, Sunita Godara, Asian marathon champion, Dr. Shobha Singh, right, who is vice president, been vice president of Hockey India, and Benu Agarwal, first Indian lady faculty at Finland Sports Institute. All of them are alumni of Banasthali. Then comes, social workers. Banasthali girls just don't only go for jobs, etc. Many are well-known social workers in NGO. And Padma Shri Bini Yanga is a social worker from Northeast India. And what else? Namita Roy Sharma, the social worker in Saudi Aramco, Saudi Arabia. Vimla Meghwal, Vice President, National Scout and Guide. They are all alumni of Banasthali. And then comes in the corporate sector, we have Sagarika Ghoshal, who has been in big name in many of the industries, and Anu Brukin in USA, finance consultant and a big name to reckon with, and Sunita Gulati, who is director at PMC, right? And there are many of them. Let me get a few more names. And then comes Neil Kamal, who has been Principal Secretary, Agriculture and Horticulture in Government of Rajasthan, and Temush, Superintendent of Police in Indian Police Service, and Shweta Mishra, also IRS, Income Tax Commissioner, right? They're all alumni of Banasthali. Then comes the aviation, right? So the first all-women flight, Air India, which went from Delhi to New York, it was piloted by our Banasthali alumnus, Ramya Kirti Gupta, who was the one who was piloting the plane. All-women crew from Delhi to New York, Air India flight, and fighter women, education, and entering Air Force and driving fighter plane pilot, Jaguar, right? Avni Chaturvedi, right? And Anjali Roy, flying officer in Indian Air Force, all are Banasthali alumni. And then comes we have Devananda Chaudhary in the field of medicine, senior gynecologist, and Dr. Munish Kazana. They are all in health services. Dr. Tavamani, gynecologist. All these are Banasthali alumni. And then comes Gugi Saroj Pal, one of the top artists in India, and Arushi Nishang, right, eminent Kathak dancer, Dr. Seema Mida, who is a renowned tarot expert, and also comes Chinmayi Deshpande, who is director and chief of staff, Juniper Network, and Shivani Vadva, who is there in WWF International Geneva, and Ritu Narang, vice president HR Accenture Bangalore, right? So we have them in all fields you can think of, right? And then come to the media, right? Entertainment. We have Ashmita Sharma, TV and film actress, and Dr. Archana Singh, famous actress in Bhojpuri movies, and we have Sukriti Ambati, who is also well known in the Tollywood Telugu film industry. Shika Joshi, who has been singing well in Bollywood now, is also alumnus of Banasthali. And then comes some of them have been in Hollywood also. Anuradha Singh, who is a film editor, who got those Slumdog Millionaire editing, etc., was done by this Banasthali alumnus. And then Shweta Tiwari, director, executive producer, Focus News. And then comes Tarkeshwar, singer and composer of Harmony Music, Mumbai. Then in the classical music also, Banasthali's music department, fine art music, is very highly reputed. And you have Alka Dev Marulkar, renowned national artist, vocal classic, and Madhu Bhatt Kelong, famous Dhrupat singer, and Srimati Sudamani Venkatesh, renowned creative musician, composer, and classical stage. We can go on and on and on with, in fact, I would say in a nutshell, every alumnus of Banasthali is a dreamer, performer, and achiever. Only thing is, we have not got their data, and I have not compiled it for presenting it to you. That can be an encyclopedia by itself. So we are proud that Banasthali has been doing a great role in women empowerment through education and retaining the cultural identity of India, bringing the modern technology. And in fact, many say that in one part of the Banasthali campus, there is a bunch of rural women sitting with those chakra and weaving khadi. And in another end of Banasthali, you have a robot doing automation. So imagine from where to where. So our campus has everything, and I'm proud that I have been a part of this great institution, and it will be even though I spent a longer time at Pilani, but this short 6 years has left a great impact on me and Singh. And I think everyone was struggling to read my name, Bhikshanda Arkovil Ramaratnam Natrajan. I deliberately put it so that my record name is B.R. Natarajan, and I am fed up of the system asking, what is your first name, middle name, last name? For that matter, Natarajan is my name, Ramaratnam is my father's name, Bhikshanda Arkovil is my village name. I don't know what is first, middle, and last in this. So I thought, let it go. Right? Anyone who asks, I tell my name is this, and what is first name, last name? I said, you decide. Right? I think most people from South India must be facing this problem of first name, middle name, last name. And Kerala also, they use the village name as part of their initial, and it's a very big mess, and I don't know, some confusion has to be there, right?
No, it's a beautiful
that has been
narration.
a wonderful time, and I'm sure that I invite some of you to visit Banasthali and have a look at the place. I have not exaggerated anything, and the fully vibrant campus, and I mean, I am really proud to be here,
Very
and
proud.
I think you should all plan, come visit someday. And as long as I'm here, I will ensure that you will have a wonderful visit of the campus. Right. I'm sure that,
Professor Natrajan,
of course, let me also add one last thing. There are many women's universities in India, but Banasthali is the only women's university which offers chemical engineering. Other
wow,
women's universities think chemical engineering is not meant for women. We are convinced that yes, our Banasthali girls can enter a chemical plant and do what men can do. Right. And
amazing.
we are making it happen. Right.
True.
Yes.
So thank you all. Thank you. And
Most welcome,
it
sir.
was nice
Professor
getting an
Natrajan, yeah.
from this esteemed group of
Huh?
intellectuals from different parts of the country,
Banasthali University,
the
Vice
Zena
Chancellor.
family. Especially Rajiv Anand has been, Rajiva has been driving this group in a big way. I mean, he reached out to one after another people and has made an assembly of a huge collection of
Family.
intellectual potential in this group. All right, I
Yeah.
am proud to be part of this, and I thank each one of you for giving me this opportunity
Oh, it's one.
to give this talk. Thank you
We
all.
thank you. We thank you so much for your time and for enlightening us on this
Oh yes,
institute.
my pleasure.
Institute. It's been
And
wonderful listening to you.
it is my karma
Yes.
yoga also.
Really.